Beloved in Christ, today we look at the word change. Change comes in different forms. It can be negative, it can be positive. This world is full of change because the world revolves. So every day the world changes. However, the only thing that does not change in this world is the word change itself. The word change cannot be changed. So that is the only thing that cannot be changed. Otherwise, everything can be changed or can go through changes. There is one philosopher, a Greek philosopher born in the year 544 BC, named Heraclitus. Heraclitus once said that no man can step in the same water twice, because this world is all change. The water you step in will not be the same water when you step in again, because it's a flowing water. Or the water you step in will lose its depth when you step in again. So no man can step in the same water twice. It will be a different water. In the same way, the first reading is telling us today that there is always a change in our lives. But that change that will take place in our life must be a positive one. Otherwise, we'll be stepping in the same water twice, which will be different. So he says that if a righteous man turns away from his evil ways, or let me put it this way, if an evil man change his ways and now does what is good, he will live. Because all his iniquities will be wiped away. All his sins will be forgiven. But if a righteous man changes his ways and do what is bad, he will die. He will die for what he has done. Then we ask ourselves, is that fair? What people usually ask, is that fair? That if I'm able to do good up to a certain point, and maybe the inevitable happens, and I do bad, the first reading is telling me that my bad deeds is what God will use to judge me. The state in which I was before I died will be used to judge me. So as I'm saying, we need to go through changes, but the changes that we go through must be a positive one. Otherwise, the day we will change to the negative and the Lord calls us, then the Lord will judge us based on that. So though there are changes, we must change for the better. We must change and improve upon our lives as Christians. The changes we go through should help us to get closer to the Lord, not to go back, not to retreat, but to yearn for Christ, to test for Christ. That should be the change that should happen in our lives. The gospel reading makes sure that the change we go through should be permanent. So it tells us about reconciliation. That when a brother sins, or when a brother is going to offer a gift and remembers that another brother has issue against him, he should leave everything, go and reconcile first to the brother, then he should come and offer his gift. So as we yearn for change, it must be a better one. A change should bring reconciliation. A change should bring peace. That is what we call fraternal charity. Having peace with one another. And fraternal charity goes beyond by saying that if a brother sins against us, we should rather approach the person. So if a brother sins against me, I must leave my offering, go and reconcile with that brother. I shouldn't wait for that brother to come to me. That is what we are talking about, positive change in our lives in this Lenten season. We must have that positive change, not to behave like the people of the world, but the people of God. And the people of God, when someone sins against that person, he must rather take the step to approach the one who offended the other person. Such is our Christian life. And the gospel reading mentions them. some of the sins that people commit against us, or some of the sins that we ourselves commit. Killing, anger. The gospel reading mentions this thing. It also mentions that if a brother calls his brother fool, the words we use, that would come from our mouth. Ephesians, the book of Ephesians tells us that do not use harmful words in talking. Only use helpful words. Words that will encourage. Words that are edifying. As a child of God, as people of God, we are in the Lenten season. How are we changing our lives to meet that of Christ? How are we taking the step, that bold step, to change for the better, to have that positive change in our lives? And according to the readings of today, the positive change are two: change for the better, and then change to bring reconciliation. We pray that the Lord himself will help us in this period of Lent, especially today, Friday, seeking the mercy of God, that we may reconcile ourselves with God and with our neighbor. May the Lord forgive our sins and grant us the grace to forgive the sins of all those who sin against us. Amen.
Amen.